Tom here from the Company Code, author, educator and public speaker. Today I'm going to discuss Halloween. Guys, every October, at the last day of October, we celebrate throughout the world, in certain parts of the world, I think most parts of the world, a very short festival. And on that day, it is to be noted that those who have passed on, their presence is strongly felt, and also that the veil between this life and the next one is that it's finished. While I do not discredit that at all, and I believe that definitely, number one, there is a life after this one, and number two, you can connect to the metaphysical, 100% I believe that. But I'm going to say this, and please, for anyone watching here who's a big fan of Halloween, no problem with you loving the holiday. I have a very good friend who's a Wiccan. For him, it's like Christmas. It's like really big deal. Obviously pagans are the same because it's a pagan holiday. But personally for me, it is not as big a fuss as perhaps it is in certain parts of the world. And I wouldn't really say it's a time of year I majorly enjoy. October is a month I like because it's my birthday, and also I like autumn. I think autumn's quite a transformative time of year, you know, what with, as the Americans call it, the fall. Lots of colours out there, seasons changing, times changing, low sunsets and stuff. It's really nice, yeah. However, Halloween is not really for me. I've never really been a big fan. Even as a young boy, it didn't really catch on. Perhaps because my generation weren't really the sort that did the whole trick-or-treating thing. Now in the UK, it's kind of caught on a little bit more. To be honest, we have followed the United States lead a little bit. But for me, myself, as a child, I've never had any desire really to go knocking people's doors for sweets. Without taking the moral high ground, it's going to sound like I am, and apologies if I offend anyone, but this is my opinion, I'm entitled to it. It's bordering on begging. And I know someone would say, oh, it's just a bit of fun, what's wrong with you? Yeah, okay, I understand. But going to someone's house, standing on their doorstep, dressed up as a goblin or a ghoul, begging for sweets, not really a thing to me, you know. I would generally say to anyone that is going trick-or-treating, be careful. Imagine you're going to someone's house and that person answering the door is frail and elderly, and you're there dressed up like, I don't know, like Michael Myers or something. You're going to scare that person, and it's not always a good thing for somebody elderly to be easily frightened. I mean, come on, we've all got to get there. So, but yes, and I can tell you now what Halloween means to me, and what it was always to me from like probably early school right up. Okay, definitely primary school. So in my early years, say from the age of like 5 years old, or 4 should I say, right up to about 10, 11. So that first 7-year period of my life when I was in school, we had Halloween was like the harvest festival. And what we would do is it would be like the last yield of crop before the winter. So what we would do is we would get items from home and do like a collection, and that collection would be for the homeless, the poor and needy, and also elderly people who perhaps could not get out of the house easily due to being, I don't know, disabled or a bit isolated because they just couldn't drive, etc. So that was what Halloween was for me as a child. It has never really been about trick or treat. Okay, I've been to Halloween parties, I've dressed up a little bit, perhaps just to go with the flow, but I've never really felt it, if I'm honest. I don't mean to cause offence by this video. There might be one or two of you who are like really astounded about this and probably think I'm miserable. But at the end of the day, it's my opinion and I don't really care. You know, I'm here to express it and express it the way I feel I have to. Halloween, to me, is not a big deal and never has been. I know to some of you, as I've said, it is. And if it is to you, that's fine, to each their own. But personally, it's never been a big deal for me. It's never been something that I've got excited about or really partaked in. As I said, tried to go along with it a couple of times. Didn't really hit any sort of level of excitement in me or anything. But yeah, you know, it is, I suppose, for young children, a chance to dress up, a chance to, you know, go to parties and have fun, which I think is great because as you're young, you should be enjoying yourself. I get it. But the whole premise, as I said, of knocking someone's door and begging them for sweets is just doesn't really fit well with me at all. You know, even if it is just meant in a jovial, half relaxed, playful manner, it's not great, let's be honest. As I said, I do respect the metaphysical side of it and the talk of the veil between those who've passed and those who are still alive being it's finished. And definitely there is 100% strange goings on around this time of year that are unexplained. And that proves that perhaps, yes, it is the day when the dead can return to Earth or be closer to this dimension, shall we say, than perhaps there would be. And for those who are, you know, in believance of that, I would probably say, yeah, this is a time of year that does 100% have that sort of energy going, yeah. But Halloween is a different thing for me, as it may be for a lot of you, okay? And today I just wanted to discuss my reasons and my thoughts behind it. It's just my opinion. It isn't anyone else's. Some may agree, probably the majority of you won't. But I'm here challenging the convention of what Halloween is like, and for me it's a different time of year to most. Guys, thank you all for listening. This is my third and final video of 3 this week. I want to say thank you for being here, for your attention, time and energy spent here on my channel. Thanks kindly. Third and final video of 3. Put down in the comment section below, what does Halloween mean to you? You know, is it something that you get excited by, something you make a big deal of? Don't get me wrong, there's been times in the past I went up to my aunt's the one year and she made pumpkin soup, pumpkin pie, and it was different. And that side of it I didn't really mind too much. But as I said, I've got my reservations about other parts of the whole thing, you know. Remember to hit that subscribe button down below. Leave me a thumbs up and a like. And let's hear that bell sign go ding dong so you know my next content's out. But until then, I want to say thank you all ever so much for listening as always. Your time and energy is so very, very much appreciated here on my channel. This is my last video of the week, my third and final. I'll be back at the start of next week with more. But until then, I want to say thank you all ever so much for listening. I really appreciate it. Thank you all so much. Happy Halloween for those of you that really celebrate it. Take care and bye for now.